Welcome back to the channel. It's Asan here, and today I'm about to share you how you can scale your agency in 2026, like the exact strategies, the routes that are working right now, and I'm currently using them as well. So yeah, I'm about to show you the whole micro board I've made for this video. I'm about to show you the outreach ways, the offers, and everything like you need to know if you're starting out or if you already have an agency and you want to scale it. So let's get into it. SMMA in 2026, what actually works. So we're gonna add the word AI with SMMA because AI is trending, and if we tell business owners that we're using AI, they'll be more interested because everybody's talking about AI and they don't want to be left behind. So yeah. So first of all, I'm about to show you the problems. Like people are doing manual cold calling all day, random boosted posts, build a logo and hope like that does not work anymore. Sending 20 DMs and quitting, no follow-up system. So these are all the problems which people like. These are the routes that people take, and these routes guarantee that you will fail. And when they do fail, they say that agency does not work or it's saturated. So that's not the case. So there's a solution that you need AI over manual grind, you need systems over motivation because motivation can burn out. Like you can be motivated for 2 days and you could be dull for the next 5 days of the week. But if you have discipline and if you have the system in place, they're going to work all day, all week. So yeah. And remember one thing, volume wins. And I've mentioned it in the video ahead as well that volume negates luck. That's true. I believe that because if you're doing a lot of volume, it's impossible that you fail unless or until you are just the scripts are too bad. And remember one thing, SMMA does not mean that you're running ads or like SMMA in literal word means client acquisition system because businesses do not pay for ads. They can like they're not saying that I need ads for my roofing business. Like I need clicks, I need impressions, I need fancy dashboards. They say that I need customers, appointments, revenue. So SMMA is equal to client acquisition system because people like a roofer example, a roofer would say that I need more appointments, like I need more estimates to close more jobs. So they don't care about ads, clicks, impression, they need business. So SMMA's client acquisition system, like it's a client acquisition system for you as well because the more the clients, the more the money you make, and the more the clients you get your client, he's going to make more money. So eventually everything comes down to client acquisition. So SMMA is equal to client acquisition system. And your job is building a predictable pipeline. So remember that because if a roofer is spending $50 a day on ads, he need at least one estimate. Like if you can guarantee him one estimate per day with $50 in ad spend, that's a predictable pipeline. Because if he's getting one estimate per day, he can easily get 25 to 30 estimates in a month. And out of 25, if even if he's too bad at sales, he can still close 5 to 10 jobs, which is easily 100K, like 50 to 100K in sales for the roofer. And what businesses actually want? I need Facebook ads. No, I need more booked jobs. That's the truth. I also mentioned it before. So yeah, SMMA. Like we're gonna add the word AI with SMMA. So where does the word AI actually fit? So in pretty much everything, like in outreach, you're doing SMS. Everything's automated AI. You're doing lead qualification, funnels, questionnaires, everything like that. There's AI, so AI is there. Appointment booking, AI voice agents, AI chatbots, ads, AI, again AI, like AI creatives, or like AI again. Content is mentioned there, so you can generate content with the AI. And same goes for ads. You can generate ad, like the elements of the ads with AI. Like pretty much everybody in the industry, like except few, everybody uses AI. Like I myself use AI to get elements for my ads like primary text, headlines, stuff like that because nobody does that themselves when AI exists because it saves a lot of time. So remember another thing, like AI does not replace you, it multiplies the output. So just remember that. It's true because if you're doing SMS outreach yourself, you're gonna burn out every day. If you're sending manual SMS like 300, like 100, or like you can only send 100 to 300 SMS per day. On the other hand, if you're using AI, you can send 30,000 SMS a day because AI like multiplies the output. So yeah, that's the case. Niche. How to choose a winning niche because it matters a lot. So you're gonna have a criteria in your mind like high ticket service, like the job they're selling is a high ticket, like for example a kitchen remodeling that's around like that's easily a 20 grand job. So just keep that in mind. and the client can afford ads and a proven demand. So yeah, just keep that in mind. For example, if we talk about a niche, like you know that there are low ticket jobs, and you're looking, like you're outreaching, how they won't be able to pay you. That's the thing. So look for people who can afford ads. For example, roofers can afford them. Like, let me show you the example niches. All these people can afford ads. Like roofers can do it, dentists, med spas, flooring companies, home renovation, solar realtors, and many more. They all can afford ads because all these are selling high ticket, like a roofing, $8,000 to $10,000, dentist, high ticket, med spas, high ticket, home renovations, remodeling, high ticket. Then all these are high ticket, and I've highlighted the niche home renovations and remodeling because I'm doing the same niche. Like roofers also come under it, and flooring companies as well because I'm targeting home service businesses. So roofers, flooring, and remodeling, everything comes under it. But if you talk about renovations and remodeling, that's like one of the best niche out there because the job ticket is higher. Like average kitchen or bathroom could be more than 20 grand. That's more than a roof, like a that's more than a residential roof. So, and they do have the money to spend, and you can, and there are tons of businesses right now in the world who need AI, who need marketing, who need more estimates, more jobs, and you can be the one helping them. So you don't pick what you like, you pick where money is leaking. So I just told you that home renovations and remodeling is hands down the best niche. And if you're starting out or you're already in the agency, you can switch to home renovations and remodeling. But keep in mind, don't hop on niches because if you simply hop on like if you're simply hopping from one niche to another niche every month or every week, you're not gonna see success because if you stick to one thing for long enough and you do put in the volume, it's impossible that you fail. If you talk about the offer, you need a simple offer. So these are the models that you can start off with: retainer, pay per appointment, pay per close deal, commission basis, and then hybrid, like setup plus performance, like same commission, like you charge them a setup fee and then you take a commission out of the job. So in the beginning, if you're a complete beginner, I'd recommend you that you should go for pay. Like you should go for the model which has less risk because less risk is equal to faster. Yes, if you have a lot of social proof, you have a lot of case studies, and you have the proof that you can get them jobs, then you can even go for a retainer that's 5 to 10 grand. So yeah, just remember that less risk is equal to faster. Yes, and in the beginning, I was also working on commission basis. I was doing free trials, but I don't recommend free trials. Like you can rather go for commission basis than free trials. And if you're talking about pay per appointment, you could do you could do 99 per appointment, okay, or one like you can do $150 per appointment, and this is excluding the ad spend. So all these offers here, the client pays the ads themselves. It's obvious. Like in agency, they're like if you're going on the, what do we call it, leads model, like there's another model in marketing, there's another model in market which is trending nowadays. That's leads. Like you charge them for leads and you cover the ad spend, you cover everything, and you deliver them leads. So only in leads cases you pay for the ad spend. Other than that, in hybrid, pay per close deal, appointment, retainer, the client manages the ad spend. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And this could be an offer formula for you. Like we will bring you X qualified booked appointments within X time. If we fail to deliver, you don't pay. So just keep in mind that if you fail to deliver, like for example 10 qualified appointments, you're not paying for the whole 10 qualified appointments back. You're just paying for the appointments missed. For example, you get them 8 qualified appointments, you get them 12, and 4 of them are not qualified, so you count 8. So if you're getting them 8, you just refund them for the 2 appointments. So yeah, and if you're charging them after delivering the appointments, you can just cut out the you can just balance out the payments. So now if we talk about AI stacks, we use ChatGPT for scripts. Like you can pretty much use ChatGPT for scripts and any data needed, like any research basis. Yeah. And go high level, it's obvious. You need go high level in order to run a successful agency. Otherwise, everything would be scattered. There's a link in bio for 30 days extended trial. Normally, you get 14 days of trial, but if you sign up for my link, you will get 30 days free trial. So yeah, just sign up if you haven't yet. And Go High Level helps you, like, it's a full CRM, automation, tracking, pretty much everything needed for agency. You can manage your ads, you can automate. Like, if I lose Go High Level today, my agency would scatter, in simple words, because Go High Level is the heart of my agency. Like, pretty much every SMMA or AI agency out there. So yeah, and for AI voice agents, I'm not using these a lot nowadays, but if you want, you can use VAPI or Retail AI, and Go High Level comes there again because you can, like, connect the Facebook lead form submitted with VAPI. Like, for example, if you want leads to be like to get a call instantly from the AI voice agent you built in VAPI, you need Go High Level, or you need a tool. So I'd recommend you get Go High Level because it helps you in this case as well. And pretty much you can use a webhook and connect those things. And for lead scraper, like, I use lead scraping. Like, there are various lead scraper tools out there in the market, like D7 Lead Founder, Apollo AI. Yeah, but there are many out there in market you can use because you simply need leads. And I prefer buying leads from softwares, like getting leads from software, paying them instead of getting the Google Maps leads, because they're just, like, they're too saturated. If you're getting leads from the scraping tools, they're also saturated, but they're better because you can filter out, like, you can add filters there, so that's better. And if you talk about Canva, you need Canva for creatives. You need, like, if you're designing out the presentation, you can show the presentation on Canva. Like, if you have, like, on the sales call, if you're showing a presentation. And in the end, you can use Google Sheets for tracking, but I normally use Go High Level for tracking. So yeah. And remember, tools don't make money, systems do. Okay. And the most awaited part of the whole video, that's outreach system. So yeah, this is my outreach system that I'm currently using, and you can use the same outreach system to get clients. I'm using SMS because SMS is by far the best outreach method to ever exist. You can send hundreds of thousands of SMS per day from different sub accounts in Go High Level, and you can get a lot of clients from there because the reply rate is much better than cold calling or any other cold outreach method. Yeah. So if we talk about the client acquisition system machine that I'm using, and you can use the same. So, like, first you get the lead list, then you do the outbound SMS, then you can cold positive responsive yourself, or you can hire setters who can book meetings for you, or you can book meetings yourself, and then you nurture them before the meeting. That's important. Like, you will save a lot of time and you will get better quality leads on the sales calls if you nurture them beforehand. And then the meeting, and the best part, close. And for if you talk about volume, this is what I recommend you if you're just starting out. Like, you need 300 to 1,000 SMS daily, and you gotta track the reply rate. You gotta improve scripts weekly, because if you're using an outdated script, you will simply, some scripts burn out quickly and some do well for a long period of time. So you have to keep on testing scripts every week. And again, I mentioned it before as well, that volume negates luck. If you're doing 1,000 SMS for 5 days a week, it's impossible that you don't sign your first client in the next 7 days. That's guaranteed if you have the right scripts and the right strategies in place. And now, if you talk about scaling, so from 1 to 10 clients, the hardest part of the agency is scaling from 1 to 10 clients, because the first client is, like, it's hard to get the first client for a beginner, but it's much easier to get the 100th or the 10th client. Yeah, because from the first client you get experience, like, you're new to the market, then you get experience how to deal with clients, how to get them onboarded. So yeah, so these are the 3 stages of the agency, but the most tough and hardest stage is 1 to 10 clients. Then everything is easy. Like, if you get 10 clients paying you at least $1,000 a month, that's 10 grand easily. So from there you can invest your money into paid ads, and you can just scale. You can hire appointment setters. You can just automate the agency, and you can remove yourself, because the end goal of the agency is to remove yourself. And the scaling elements that are needed, like standard onboarding, SOP, standards of operations, automation workflows, hiring appointment setters, founder focuses on sales, high level tasks like expanding, not running behind sales or appointments. Because, as I mentioned, that your goal should be to remove yourself from the agency one day. So if you're running behind a $1,500 or $2,000 deal, how are you going to focus on the high leverage task? For example, expanding, hiring more people. So put yourself in high leverage tasks, and, like, outsource the low leverage tasks, like booking appointments, sales, like you could do sales till 20 30k. If you want, you can do beyond as well, but I recommend you get people like higher appointment setters, closers, as soon as you hit 10 to 15k if you want to scale. Like I'm like, I don't know who does not want to scale when they reach 10 to 15k, from there to 100k. So you need a team, you can't do it yourself. So you need closers and appointment setters in order to scale from 10 to 100k. And the brutal part, like why 90% of the people fail. So these are the elements, like these are the factors that are part of their failure. So inconsistent outreach, like they do SMS for one day and they're not doing consistently, and less volume. As I said, volume negates luck. So if they're only sending 20 DMs a day or 20 SMS a day, how could you expect 10k in the next 90 days? And shiny object syndrome, for example, if they see me in home renovation or home service niche, they're gonna switch. If they see any other YouTuber or any other guru in med spas, they're gonna hop on there. So that's shiny object syndrome, or they just switch from agency to drop shipping or stuff like that. So they're gonna just fail. You have to rewire your mind with the fear of rejection, and then the overthinking tech. You don't need to overthink. You gotta be relaxed, you gotta be focused if you want to scale your agency and hit the numbers. And no tracking, because if you're not tracking anything, how can you expect success? And then no long-term vision. So you gotta aim, like you gotta aim that I need $10,000 in the next 90 days. Like you could think that your life depends on it, because if you want to scale, like if you want to succeed fast, you gotta take action fast, and you gotta have a vision, you gotta have some goals, some timeline. So yeah. And I forgot to mention the fulfillment or service delivery. So fulfillment and service delivery, we're gonna obviously run meta ads in the first place. You can also do Google ads, but I recommend you starting off with meta because they're cheaper and you can get them more estimates booked. And the more estimates you book them, the more jobs they can close. So keep in mind that you're gonna demand at least 30 a day in ad spend. Like 30 a day is the minimum. Okay, and then you gotta have you should use landing page over instant forms, because you get way better results, like you get way better quality leads if you're using SMS, if you're using landing pages. So landing pages, and then you gotta have a full, like a tracking slash follow up system. So if you have that in place, so for example, from your landing page, people can directly go to the calendar and book themselves. If they don't book up, you should have a follow up system that messages themselves, or which messages the client that you got to book the appointment, you haven't booked it yet. And it also should notify the client that you got a new lead, you can call them instantly, because even if they're booking the appointment themselves, you still need to ask your client to call them to confirm. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna make another video on fulfillment. If you guys want the fulfillment video, you can comment down, and my next video will be on fulfillment. So, and that was it for today's video. If you need help with the agency, like I'm open to a free consultation for the agency. So there's a link to my calendar below in the description. You can book a free consultation with me for your agency. I can hop on the meeting and tell you, like you can tell me your query, and I can guide you through that. Like if you need help with outreach, you need help with sales, fulfillment, you can just reach out to me.